to my YouTube channel. My name is Caitlin, but I might be more commonly known as the Plant Fairy because I started a Plantstagram earlier in, well, actually we're in 2021 now. So actually it was last year. I'm just really happy that you're here and want to welcome you, ask you to subscribe if you like the video. Go ahead and hit the like button, comment. I would love to hear from you. If you are from my Instagram page, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following me on Instagram. And if you're watching this and you're from my Instagram channel, it's probably pretty likely that you're one of the reasons that I'm here launching this YouTube channel. Everyone I met on my Instagram has just been so amazing and so wonderful, and the plant community is just so great. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. If you're brand new, you've never seen me before, I'm so happy to have you, and I hope that you will come along on my plant journey. I just wanted to give a little bit of background on myself and some of the reasons why I love plants in this launch video. Before I do that though, I wanted to give a few shout outs. The first shout out I wanted to give was to my sister, Ashley. She gave me this shirt for Christmas and it says, "Plants are friends." I loved it when she gave it to me and I felt like it would be the perfect shirt to wear for my first YouTube video. So thank you, Ashley. I love you. And then the next shout out I want to give is specifically to Heather Hoyas. I met her on my Instagram page and she has a YouTube channel, so you should definitely go check her out. Subscribe to her videos. She has amazing content. Go follow her on Instagram. She is just one of the sweetest souls. But she really encouraged me to start a YouTube channel, and I definitely had some self-doubt about it because I just have a lot of self-doubt sometimes, being completely honest. But I talked to some of the other friends that I have on my Instagram, so big shout out to all of you who encouraged me to start this channel. I really appreciate it. So thank you for being a part of my journey and my life. Most of them I've never met in person. I hope one day too, but yeah, thank you for being a part of my life. So I just want to now go into a little bit of background about myself and what has brought me here. So I grew up in a very rural area, and so we had lots of land, and my mom really loved different plants and flowers, and so I would help her with her gardening and the care of the yard and everything, and sometimes we would have little vegetable gardens. I remember being a kid and having sunflower seeds that we planted, and that might be where my love of sunflowers came from. That's my very favorite flower. I also would always be picking flowers, little wildflowers that were growing, flowers off of her plants, everything. There would be vases of flowers everywhere, and it would drive her crazy. Some of my favorite flowers would be gardenias, yesterday, today, and tomorrow's, and dogwoods. The first two just have the most incredible smell. They would make the whole house smell lovely, and they brought me so much joy. My grandmother on my dad's side also is a big flower gardener. She always had such lovely flowers and plants, and I just loved being around her to be able to help her, and it was a great bonding time. We also would paint birdhouses and different things like that. There was this one time she was watching us while my parents were on a vacation, and we went out and picked flowers and leaves and all different things, and we pressed them, and it was just so fun to be out in nature. So that's probably where my deep love of the earth, I guess you could say, came from. As an adult, I moved out, had my own place, and at my previous job worked a lot of hours, and that didn't always give me a lot of time to have plants and take care of them. I usually would plant some annuals on my patio and try to care for them, but not being home very often, I traveled a lot, they didn't necessarily thrive. So at the start of COVID was when, or excuse me, I should say just before COVID, I discovered houseplants. And that was something my family had never had. Plants were supposed to be outside was kind of the mindset that my family always had growing up. And my sister-in-law actually kind of encouraged me to get into indoor plants. So a shout out to her if she's watching. Thank you, yeah. And having plants inside brought me so much joy. And it didn't just bring me joy, it brought my husband joy. And it really amazed me how much he enjoyed plants and getting into plants. And so very quickly we started getting into collecting houseplants. And then COVID hit. So I like to clarify that we had houseplants before COVID because we were ahead of the trend. If you started collecting it during the COVID time, no hate. Whenever you find plants, that is wonderful, and I'm happy that you're here. So yeah, that really gave us more time to have plants and take care of plants, and during that time is when I was really able to start my outdoor garden. I have always loved herbs. My mom would have herbs and I would try to cook with them some, but she didn't have as many as I now do. That really boosted me into experimenting with different herbs. Instead of just having peppermint, I have like 4 different types of mint, different sages, different basils, and currently we're renting a townhouse, so we don't have as much room as I would like. So my collection is slightly limited, but I also have tomatoes, green onions, which is a great beginner vegetable to grow. What else do I have? I've done peppers and tomatoes. I'm attempting garlic. That's still a work in progress, or yeah, process, work in process, maybe, whatever. So working from home, it really gave me the time to care for those plants like I wanted to. I also was able to get several citrus plants this past year. When I was younger, my great aunt, who actually happened to pass away around the time that COVID hit, unfortunately, but she had a citrus plant, and I remember coming to visit her and she would just give us these bags of oranges and other citrus, and it just made me so happy. And she was a big reminder, or inspiration I should say, a big inspiration of sharing something that you've grown. But I also remember going to some of my grandmother's friends, and they would have these gorgeous gardens, so beautiful, and they would share cuttings with her or my mom, and it was such an act of kindness that I really admired. And that's something that I've really wanted to do in the future, is just sharing plants and sharing things that have been grown in my garden and herbs and things like that. I've always wanted my plants to be an act of kindness. Not so much a collection that, oh, I have this plant, but more, I have this plant, I would be happy to share with you. So just the acts of kindness that I've seen as I grew up really have impacted how I've been a plant collector in my life now. So that's a little bit about how we got started. I also was very lucky and fortunate to be able to change jobs about midsummer 2020, and I found a job that I absolutely love. I'm still working from home, which is really nice, but I don't work near as much as I used to, so I know that I'll be able to keep my plants growing and thriving as I go back to transitioning to the office once that happens, depending on COVID, of course. But yeah, plants just bring so much joy to my life. Personally, I have struggled with anxiety and depression throughout my life, and having plants is just something that brings a lot of joy to those times where I sometimes feel very down and sad, and having something that just brightens my day has really, really been helpful. So I started my plant Instagram just to kind of record the growth of my plants and the fun that I was having. And through that, I ended up just finding this amazing community and being able to trade plants with people. And I've been so blessed to have gotten to have received dream plants from different plant swaps that I've done with people I've met on my Instagram. And through this journey, it's really opened my eyes to being a better steward of our earth. And the Planet Ninjas is an amazing Instagram page that I follow, and they have really helped me learn how to take small steps to better take care of our earth and reducing plastic waste. And so I kind of talk about that on my Instagram page as well, and I'll transition that onto my YouTube channel of just how we can take care of the earth better. I talk about different ways of using the things that I've grown in my herb garden, or using fresh and dried herbs that I purchase from the stores, making tea recipes, cooking, projects that I do around the house. I've just kind of turned my Instagram and planning to expand that style into my YouTube channel, into just this blog of this aspect of my life of loving plants, taking care of plants, growing plants, herbs, indoor plants, vegetables, caring for the earth, essential oils, cooking, projects, just a little bit of everything. Sometimes some bloopers. I like to be very real and authentic, because I think that in this world we have so many people that hide behind masks. So I just want to be myself, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here, and I'm excited to see how my YouTube channel expands, and all the people that I'll meet through this new avenue of social media. So I think that's a little bit of everything about me. My next video is going to be a tour of the majority of the plants that we have. I've never done like a full tour like that on my Instagram, and I know a lot of people have been wanting to see it, so I'm excited to show you guys first a tour of everything. So be on the lookout for that coming soon. I wanted to wrap up by saying, please, please, please give me a like, comment, let me know what you'd like to see or what you enjoyed seeing. If you subscribe, I just wanted to say the first 200 subscribers to my channel will be automatically entered into a giveaway. And then once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we'll be doing another giveaway. So stay tuned for more information on both of those. And again, if you're from my Instagram, thank you for following me. If you're new, I'm so happy you found me. And I really look forward to getting to know everybody. Thank you. Bye.